Good evening, Faiz, Zaina. It's been an amazing journey together. We just wrapped things up in your house right now. And from start to finish, it's been an incredible experience for us from getting to know you, designing your space, and executing it. So I hope it was a fun experience for you too. So we'd like to know how your experience was with us, like to getting to know each other and the overall.
About your home space.
Yeah.
So we obviously bought this house after looking for one for quite some time. So we've been wanting to move out of our old place for a while, and it took us a couple of years to find the house that we actually liked. So that was one part of the journey. But then really getting to design it and finding an interior design company to really do it for us was altogether another task. We reached out to many firms. We reached out to a lot of acquaintances who probably know a lot of interior designers and firms who specialize in it. But we weren't feeling comfortable because we just kept, being pushed around saying we would do this and we would make your house look stunning. But no one made us feel comfortable. No one gave us an impression.
No one
that
understood what we were kind of looking for. Like for us, it was more of, we want the house to look like a home. We don't want something too loud. We want it something that represents us as a family.
Subtlety.
Yeah, we just, like the first thing when I met Priyanka as well, and I was like, so she asked me, what kind of a house do you want? And I'm like, the one thing that we kept telling her, and she understood the brief so well, was the fact that when someone walks in, we didn't want it to feel like, oh, this has been done up completely by an interior designer. We wanted some of creative geometry in it, and when it blended in together is what it was the final end product to all of this.
Yeah. But if I could just add, right, even the process of choosing you all was actually, you guys weren't pushy at all.
Yeah.
I think it gave us a lot of time to take our decision. You showed us a bunch of other houses. You showed us a lot of your work. And you were extremely patient with us. I think you realized that for us, this is not something we do all the time. So you realized and acknowledged that we need our time to decide. And I think we felt most comfortable with that these guys aren't pushy like others who were saying, I'm going to give you a render and you take a decision in 3 days. So I think we started off at the right foot. Even during the process of designing and just generally going through the process of execution, not once did creative geometry push us saying we want you to buy a thing from a certain vendor or this is the design. You never overruled our thoughts. Some of our questions were rank stupid, rank amateurish questions because we probably didn't understand the intricacies of the work. But I think you were very, very patient with all of us, and not once did you feel awkward asking those questions, and I think you were extremely open. So it almost felt like we were doing this together.
Yeah.
So it turned out to be a pretty easy process in that sense.
And even like the idea of the rafters as well, like it's just a simple thing where we thought of the rafters, like what should we do, and then finally when we're like, okay, can we do the rafters? And I was a little hesitant about it. I was just like, will it work? Does this even make sense? Like, how will it actually look? And Faiz was convinced, Priyanka was completely convinced, Akhilesh was convinced, and they're like, just, it's okay, trust us, it will work out. And when it actually came out as a final product, just a simple part of the rafters, it was something that we loved about the house. It was just, it just felt so beautifully. The way it's turned up, and you're not even, the idea behind it and everything. So it just little small things that just added up so well when it came to the house and everything. And just so glad that it all worked out in our favor and everything. So, I mean, we're getting great, for anyone who's coming into the house, they're just, they feel like, okay, this looks like a really nice house. So we're just really, really happy that we chose you guys at the end of it. So yeah.
Well, it's been an amazing journey with you guys, and we hope to see you again.
Yeah, definitely. I would like to add that I think someone who's been a part of the journey throughout was definitely Keertan, who has really spent a lot of time in this dust and everything and the whole house, and he was so patient with everything, and no madam, please just hold on, it'll work out, don't worry, don't stress and everything. And he was if he was there, I just knew, okay, fine, everything's gonna be okay, because he really did take care of the house for sure. So I would definitely thank him as well for being a part of this journey as well. So yeah.
So thank you for everything. Finally, I mean, just to sum it up, anything you would like to say? Just last.
This was, a pretty simple journey. It took its own share of time. We obviously had our share of challenges. There are a few things which didn't turn out the way we would want them to. But I think we were all prepared for that. I think one thing that Akhilesh particularly would insist and say time and again, that we would have our share of issues, but we'll overcome that together, right? So like any project which is, doing up an entire house from scratch, and as I've heard, sometimes renovations are tougher than building a new house really. We had some issues, we didn't like a few things, but I think it's never the problem which is the problem, it's how you react to the problem which is what becomes.
How it's dealt
I think
with.
every time
Yeah.
we would say there's an issue, we would have someone the next day and saying, okay, let's fix this, or it's not an issue. I think it was the response and the reaction and the action to all of that which really made this worthwhile.
Like I would just call him being extremely stressed out, saying, Faiz, this is what's happened and everything, and he's like, it's okay. And then one call to Akhilesh, he's like, it's okay, we'll come together, we'll come in together as a team and figure it out together. And that's how, different parts of the house have turned out like that itself. So yeah, so just...
Yeah. All in all, it's been obviously something which, I'm not saying this because I'm sitting in front of the camera, genuinely turned out a lot better. We would happily recommend Creative Geometry and the entire team to anyone else looking at something, because I think you guys get the gist of what we want, get the gist of how customers want to work without intimidating them. Unfortunately, the trend amongst the interior designers is there is a sense of intimidation that we've done all of these places and your house is no big deal. But I think to sum it up, you made us feel special, the house feels special, and you put that all beautifully together. So thank you so much. And
thank you for your kind words.
Yeah.
It's
I'd
really
like
nice
to
of you.
add a small thing as well. It's part of the journey is also a patient client.
Yeah, good.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
It's
It's
okay.
alright.
Just
and she loves her room too.
We love your room.
You love room? Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, you were saying.
So what I wanted to say was like a journey. It takes both the team that works with you and as well as you guys. And it's been incredible working with you guys because we need your patience is also key among the whole thing,
Yeah.
because sometimes things do go wrong, and like you said, reaction matters.
Yeah.
So every time something went wrong, rather than a panic, we always got a call, and we sat down and we had this pointers from you, what we wanted to do, and your inputs about the whole journey was incredible. So that way we could react as well. So I'd like to thank you for your responses as well. And
You've been amazing.
yes.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
seriously, it was great working with you guys.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Pleasure's all ours.